Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for an MGHS plug-in hybrid walk-around video. But before we do get started, if you are enjoying the Perkins Garage's YouTube content, why don't you hit the subscribe button and you'll never miss a minute of me ever again. This here is a dynamic red MGHS plug-in hybrid. We have a 16 kilowatt battery in the back and that feeds the electric motor at the front, so you get 32 miles of fully electric driving. So in some instances your daily commute could be done on full electric. So if you are thinking about going into an electric vehicle but you're not quite ready because you're not sure about the range, a plug-in hybrid could be perfect for you because you can drive it on full electric for up to 32 miles, and if that's not enough, you've got a 45 litre fuel tank to fill up to get to wherever you need to go. So in the front of the vehicle we have a 1.5 litre turbocharged engine, and combined they produce 260 PS of power, and that is transmitted through an automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2023 registration, so with 7 years of MG warranty that will take us to 2030. The vehicle itself has done just over 4,500 miles, but like always I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a moment. So let me take the time to walk you around this lovely dynamic red HS, and in this sunshine, doesn't it look gorgeous? Big fan. So like all my videos, we are going to begin the walk around at the near side front of the vehicle. I'm just currently searching for the key in my pocket. Oh, there we go. Bear with me. This is a remote central locking key, and if I click on the unlock button there, it's going to wake everything up. So in the headlights there we have daytime running lights. The daytime running lights, the quick disclaimer here, they're going to appear to be flashing in your video simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. So daytime running lights give you ultimate visibility no matter what the lighting condition. Like today, the brightest of sunshine, and you can still see them just fine. Admittedly, they do look like a strobe light at the moment. Anywho, inside those lamps there is not my shadow, is LED headlights, and that's part of the SIAC light technology there, ladies and gentlemen. Just below we have front fog lights, and in the middle we have a front collision radar, that is for pre-collision assist, and also underneath the MG badge we have the first of four cameras on this vehicle. That's part of the 360 degree view camera, so we have a camera at the front, at the rear, and one in both wing mirrors. We'll come to that in a second. Continuing to move around the front bumper to the offside front wheel, and we have some gorgeous 18-inch machine car alloy wheels. So you have the silver shiny face with the grey silvery paint behind, with the silver painted brake calipers. It's a really nice colourway. They are fitted with Michelin Primacy tyres as standard, and again only doing 4,500 miles of work. They're in very good condition. Inside every wheel we have the special metal valves. They are TPMS sensors, tyre pressure management system. So what happens is if you get a flat tyre, you'll get alerted on the dashboard that you have a low tyre pressure, and you can even view your tyre pressures live, including seeing the temperature inside the tyre. Pretty cool. Just going to draw your attention north quickly. In the windscreen there, that little dome thing there is a light sensor. When the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights come on. Up in the top part of the windscreen now we have a traffic speed sign recognition camera, and we also have one there for the high beam assist. Further north we have a panoramic glass opening roof with the additional fly catcher. I'm joking, it's not a fly catcher. It's to distort the wind into the cabin so you don't get that horrible droning noise, but a lovely low sitting panoramic glass roof. Back down to earth now, we're going to have a look at the driver's door very quickly. So like previously stated, the key is in my pocket. I've got my hands full of shopping. I don't know what to do. I cannot simply open the door, so what I'm going to do instead, hold on, let me give you the full package, is click this button which will unlock the vehicle. Clicking it once more will then lock the vehicle. This is a keyless entry system, including power folding and heated door, I don't think you can see that, there's a sign, heated door mirrors. Live video, ladies and gentlemen. So a nice keyless entry system. And whilst we're here looking at the wing mirror, just underneath it is the second of four of the cameras. So this part of the video I take a step back and I show you around the body, but whilst we do, we've got rear privacy glass, and that stretches all the way around the rear of the vehicle, maybe obviously. As I was mentioning, keyless entry. If you don't open the vehicle within 15-20 seconds or so, it will then lock itself again. So it's a very secure system. So now I'm at the offside rear. I'm going to try, if I don't get too much sunlight in the picture, give you a nice condition report. Let me just hold that there. Look. So I'm going to shimmy the camera along the side of the vehicle, hopefully showing you just how lovely all the body panels are. Like so. And we can link that round to the offside rear wheel. Again, beautiful rear discs on this vehicle for those that are interested. As we're moving our way around the rear of the vehicle now, we can see rear parking sensors complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. Before we look in the boot, we're just going to look round the near side. So I'm going to give it the exact same treatment. So the sun has come round to the near side of the vehicle now, so hopefully we can get some nice reflections here. Lovely. To the near side rear wheel. And following the chrome all the way down to the near side front wheel. Okay, so there is number 4 out of 4 cameras. So one at the front, one at the back, and one in either wing mirror. These MGHS exclusives have a very fancy power tailgate. So one click underneath the MG badge and that will open up the tailgate. Equally, we do have a button on the left hand side of the boot sill to close it once you're done. This is inside the boot of the MGHS PHEV. Sort of very generously volumed, so you've got big enough room for a couple of dogs, maybe 4 suitcases. It's very high as well, you see, so it's a very nice volume boot space. We have a built-in tornado cover, so this can pull forward and lock into position like so. That's very easy to just retract, and like I had the force then. Underneath the boot cover, boot liner, even here, we have a few fun bits going on. So not to send everybody to sleep, we have a secondary cooling system there for the battery, the ESS cooling system. That flows directly through the battery, a fuse box under there and a tank access hole. This here is a 3-pin plug, goes into any 13 amp socket, straight in the wall, and this goes in to the right hand side of the vehicle. The vehicle is fueled, petrol, from the left and charged from the right. This is what they call a Type 2 connector. Goes straight into your vehicle, and in this setup it will charge at about 3 amps, 3 kilowatt an hour, 16 kilowatt battery overnight quite comfortably. If you're in a rush, I can recommend getting the Type 2 to Type 2 charging connector installed. So that will take up to 7 kilowatts an hour, so that's about 2.5 hours of charge time. For all information of charging, please do give myself or one of the other salesmen a call. We can run you through everything you need to know about charging. So, click there, that shuts it all up. Beautiful. So that's the boot taken care of. Now let's have a look inside the rear of the vehicle. Like I was banging on about earlier, the vehicle locks after a while if you don't use the keyless entry. Okay, so looking at the door cards to begin with, you've got some really lovely soft touch leather all the way around. We've got some nice red stitching there as well. 4 electric windows, and we have a control on every door card. And this is a lovely opportunity just to show you how much light the panoramic glass roof lets into the cabin. Back down to the seats now, we have some of the nicest seats of the vehicles we sell. So they're reclining seats, so they do lean back. They're very padded, very durable, very robust. There's some fantastic seats in these exclusives, and you wait till you see the front. These lovely sway strips with red stitching. They look the business. ISO fixing seat on the left hand and on the right hand rear, so clip the kiddie seats in and keep them nice and secure. When they do get a little bit older and they're on a long journey and they need to charge their iPads and iPods and everything else, we have 2 USB-A sockets down there to keep them nicely charged, and we have rear aircon vents as well, keeping them nice and warm or cool, either or. So that's the rear. Let's have a look inside the front. So on the driver's door card, 4 electric windows, electric mirror controls, and interior locking is found just next to the door handle. Spinning the camera around now, we're going to have a look at the driver's seats and the passenger seat. Look at these. These are a thing of beauty, so very comfortable. You can see the support on the lower back. We have a manual lumbar support adjustment on the side there, These are electric seats, so count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-way electrically adjustable driver's seat. Okay, so I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You might hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so just bear with me for a second, please. Okay, now inside the vehicle we have a push button start. So my foot goes on the brake, one click of that, the light goes green, and that wakes up the beautiful electronic dashboard. Before we progress any further, turn the air conditioning down, ensure the radio is on mute. Okay, so let me just try and get the sunlight out of your shot, so please just bear with me. Okay, so this is a digital driver display, giving you a quick tour around from left to right. At left we have a digital speedo. Just below that is a green ready sign. On all electric vehicles, if you don't see the green ready sign, you ain't going very far. So it's very important you see that every time you turn on the ignition. Below it, to the left hand side, we have the fuel gauge. So it's suggesting 103 miles left in the tank. And the right hand side is your battery range. So at 90%, that's giving us 28 miles of range. And in the combined, it's giving us 131 miles of range. Ambient air temperature sensor, gear select indicator, we have the time and the odometer. So I said I'd get the exact mileage earlier, it is 4,595. Gone is the RPM times 1000 gauge, and we're now displaying power as a percentage because we have both a petrol and an electric motor. So what we need to do is combine the two. So the easiest way to do that is a percentage of power. This vehicle is also fitted with a kinetic energy recovery system, meaning when you come off the accelerator, it will be back feeding into the battery, slightly charging it up as you go along. Again, it's not a self-charging hybrid, but it just pumps a little bit of energy back into the battery, making it awfully efficient. So that will then display a negative number. In the middle, we have this lovely hybrid gauge, which is showing you at the back the electric battery, the 16 kilowatt battery. At the front, we've got an engine, which is not on at the moment, and at the bottom is the electric motor. It's a fantastic visual to see what is happening when it's happening. Yeah, big fan. In addition, we have a menu that's controlled using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. We can go into the settings menu, we can adjust your brightness, over speed threshold, and see your next service date. And we have a warning information there as well. If you scroll down, you get into different trip computers, like so. So for example, over the duration of this vehicle's life, we've been averaging 76 miles per gallon. And there's your live tyre pressures, like I mentioned earlier. And we have a 12 volt voltage there as well. Okay, so that is a brief tour around the digital driver display. Again, there we go, flashing. On the left hand side of the steering wheel, we have volume controls, a mute button, a pick up and decline phone call, and a source button. The SRC is to change the input source on the music system. Arrows to control the screen, a programmable button, predominantly for 360 cameras or smartphones, and this is a voice command button. Perfect for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which leads me to my next topic of conversation. This vehicle has dual zone air conditioning, so this is the HVAC screen, heating, ventilation and air conditioning, where you can adjust temperatures to both sides of the cabin. So if you do have a very cold passenger, they can now be on high, and whilst we can keep ourselves on low. Above the temperature, we have both controls for heated front seats, and fan speed is found at the bottom. In the middle of the screen is the different flows of vents. We have an on and off, an automatic function, air conditioning, and clean or recirculation. If I click the X at the top there, we go back to the home screen. So on the left hand tile is the media, so your DAB, FM, AM, Bluetooth, and also USB input. In the middle is the MG navigation, and on the right is the heating ventilation screen I was just on. If I click on 360 view, this will summon the 360 degree cameras, which I was talking about. So the 4 cameras around the vehicle, all build up to make this beautiful image here. So they put an MG in the middle of it, and they build up the cameras from all 4 angles to give you the bird's eye view. A fantastic tool if you're parking in a supermarket and you wish to know where the white lines are. So it's a very handy tool. And then we're looking at the front. So it's got this dynamic and static line involved. So as you turn the wheel, it will guide you in and out of any parking space. The magic doesn't stop there, guys. It doesn't stop there. If I click on 2D, it will then change it to a 3D camera, and from there we can quite literally spin the camera around. Again, a very good visual aid. Doesn't stop there, because if you're parking up to a curb, maybe a parallel park, if you click on the tyre here, it will then show you both the near side front and the offside front wheel, so it gives you a really nice gauge to the curb next to you. It's a really nice visual. Click the X once more and it will return you back to your home screen. This screen is fully supportive of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So whichever software you have in your phone, plug it in using the USB data port there, and it will mirror your phone onto the screen. And from there you can take advantage of all of the apps on your phone, such as music, navigation, audio books, podcasts, anything like that. But it's a completely hands-free system. So if you need to make a call or send a text message, you can use the voice command button on the steering wheel and never have to touch your phone again whilst driving, which is safe and very important. So that's a bit about the screen. Those things I haven't covered just due to time. We're at 16 minutes already. We have quick toggle buttons there for front and rear demist, air conditioning, car settings, home button and a volume rocker, 2 USBs and a 12-volt socket. This is the gear selector indicator, 360 button, power tailgate, electronic handbrake, auto hold and hill descent control. This one here will completely turn the vehicle into electric car. So it starts in a hybrid mode, click the EV button, then it will go to pure electric driving. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully I haven't sent you all to sleep, but if I have, I do apologise. Enjoy your nap. If you did have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, or if you'd like to get in touch, 01376 550 899. Thanks for watching and I'll speak to you all soon.